Ooh, wee! Can it be stopped? 44 Magnum out of the Ruger Redhawk. Oh, what a hog leg it is. Hodgdon H110 Federal Gold Medal Match Primers. Underneath, hammer time. 205 grain copper projectile freedom pill. Can it be stopped by clear ballistics gelatin? Ooh, hammer time. Oh. Ooh, range fans, get some, get some. You know the deal. Oh yeah, by the way, email me and get yours too. You see it's safe, folks. Ruger Redhawk. This thing is a beast. We're going to tell you a little bit more about it, but I'm more interested in the hammer bullets. I'm going to be very honest with you. From what I've seen out there on the net already, there is a lot of noise. A lot of noise. These are solid copper freedom pills. Solid copper freedom pills. 205 grain that I've got loaded up under H110. You know I can't tell you here on YouTube. So go over to dayattherange.com and you'll know everything about this load I'm firing today, which we are going to put across the chronograph and into some clear ballistics gelatin. But I want to tell you a little bit about this old hog leg. Yeah, the Ruger Redhawk. And Mr. Bill Ruger gets all of the glory for it. But I want to highlight someone else. Mr. Harry Sefreid, S-E-F-R-E-I-D. Not quite sure how to pronounce the last name, but I believe it's Harry Sefreid. What I know about Harry Sefreid is that he's the designer, along with Bill Ruger, of the Ruger Redhawk. And that made me really take notice. Here's why. Harry Sefreid was with High Standard, and you guys probably saw a few videos ago that I'm coming to like the High Standard, especially the ones that my buddy owns. I don't own one yet, hope to one day. But he designed the Centennial revolver, and the grip frame of the Centennial High Standard revolver is the same of the Redhawk. That's right, the same of the Redhawk. Also, the Redhawk, around about 1979 or so, is the addition for Mr. Bill Ruger behind that infamous 6 Series. And I don't care what you all say. I do care. Please leave your comments down below. But I absolutely love the 6 Series, the Ruger Security 6, Ruger Police 6, Ruger Speed 6. Love them. Love all 3 of them. Maybe we can get 3 of them together and have them on Day at the Range one day for us. But anyways, what makes the Redhawk stand out coming from that lineage is its solid grip frame. There is no side plate on this thing anywhere. And many say that's what makes Ruger more renowned and more strength. I say it's because of the thickness of the top strap as well, which is also part of the grip frame. I also say it's how it's locked up. The Ruger locks up a little bit different than your traditional Smith & Wesson or your Colt. It is called the crane. Ruger calls it the crane anyways, but it has a little tab here in the front that locks up right there inside of the frame. And of course, you've got the other locking mechanism here in the recoil blast shield and also down below. So traditionally about 3 points of lockup. Also for the Ruger Redhawk, you have the push button. That is the crane latch right here, the crane latch, which is push button, unlike the slide forward or rear, depending on if you're talking about the Smith & Wesson or Colt or not. This one, 7.5-inch barrel, by the way, replaceable front sight. Push that button right there, and you can put another front sight in here from Ruger, of course. It also has adjustable for windage and elevation rear sight, and it has the white outline. You want that front sight right in between with equal spacing on each side between that square notch there. The hammer in and of itself is checkered on top, makes for good grip. Also, this thing has a transfer bar safety. That's what Ruger calls it in the manual. So look, don't get your pitchforks out and come looking for me about what it is and what the right nomenclature is. I'm telling you right now, it's in their manual. Go look in the manual. It is a transfer bar safety, which means with the hammer down, you can put 6 rounds in here and be drop safe and not worry about this thing going off. This one, I say, is of old vintage. I have not looked at the serial number just yet, simply because some of the newer ones now have a barrel and barrel shroud, 2-piece. I'm sure they're probably doing that for some sort of cost savings, but this is solid barrel. This is not a 2-piece model. What else can I tell you about it? The one knock on the Ruger Redhawk for a guy with large hands, or for at least me, look, covers my whole face, at least me, I had to change the grips, because if you come with the standard panel grips that come on the Redhawk, there's a lot of space between the grip and the trigger guard here. And every time I would put heavy loads, of which I just fired H110 in the opening, it would knock this middle finger, and sometimes after a range visit, have that thing swollen. I definitely don't need arthritis in that hand. Probably will have enough of it as I continue to age, but I want to stage it off as much as I possibly can. So I put larger, man, they're nice. They're nice, folks. Larger wood grips from Hogue on this thing. Really easy to replace with one screw on the bottom. The frame in and of itself, again, being a solid frame, you just drop the hammer out, or the trigger, shall I say, drop the trigger out from the frame, then you can pull the hammer out, and essentially you're good to go. You have it taken apart as far as you at home really need to take it apart for any cleaning, and I never take it apart that far for cleaning. But if something wanted to go wrong and you wanted to try to see what was going on with it, you absolutely could. This Ruger Redhawk in 44 Magnum, I understand why everyone says they're built like tanks. But we got to get to putting these old hammers across the chronograph and on to target to see what the accuracy is, see what the numbers we get, and then we're going to put one of those solid copper freedom pills. We're going to see if 36 inches of clear ballistics gelatin can stop one of these things. Let's get this set up. All right, folks, we got 5 rounds loaded up in this Ruger Redhawk 44 Magnum with the chronograph set up. I'm 4 yards away from the chronograph downrange. We're going to put them on target because I have just a few of these loaded up. Look, let me tell you, when I asked you guys for support for the channel, only 50 of these things. They are expensive. I mean expensive. I don't even remember the price because I want to put it out of my brain housing group and not have to remember the price right now of these things. But anyways, 44 Magnum, loaded on top of H110. Come over today at therange.com and see that complete formula. By the way, one last thing I want to tell you about. This crane latch right here, many people don't see it. Never heard anybody talk about it online, by the way. Many people don't see it. There is a screw in the bottom of here. Make sure at every outing that screw is in. Generally, you don't have to. Ruger puts a little Loctite on them from the factory. Should never have a problem. But I have seen some back out. And yes, you can order it from Brownells, etc. Or call Ruger. But Ruger is going to make you send them back. At one point in time, Brownells did have them listed. It was like the only part for a Ruger revolver I've seen listed over there. But that was many, many years ago. I don't know about now. But make sure you're checking that screw. Anyways, hey, we got 5 of these things loaded up. Be right back. I got to see if I turned on the camera. All right, folks, we got 5 of them loaded up. And we got the camera turned on downrange. Let's see what we can do. 5 across chronograph, about 5 yards away. I'm going to shoot single action because I want to get the most accuracy as I can out of this beast. Ooh, that long leg. I will tell you, it does soak up recoil being a little front end heavy. The grips help, though, put a good balance on it. Low and left, 1,596 feet per second out of 205 grain. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with that accuracy though. Dead center. No, I don't know about the accuracy of these things. I'll tell you when I screw up. Oh, you see that? Up, down, up. Oh, this is kind of weird. I'm not sure what's causing that, folks. And 1,500 feet per second. That ain't bad. Hope I can get one in the gel shooting like this. That flame's jumping out of them. I don't like the accuracy at all. This is not started out like I wanted to. Starline brass for each cartridge. Let's go down range and take a look at the chronograph results. All right, let's review these 5 shots. 1577, 1587, 1,600 feet per second, 205 grain pure copper. 1596 with a high of 1,600 and a low of 1496. I don't like that at all. The average is 1571. Extreme spread, whoo, 104. By the way, these rounds were hand trickled by me to an RCBS 505 weight balance scale. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And standard deviation of 42. Man, those wild swings could be what led to the miserable accuracy. Can I get you a view? See if I can get you a view of that target through the chronograph. I just don't like it, folks. I'm not sure. You get it, just like I get it. You see it, just like I see it here at Day at the Range. What, from 4 yards away? You guys have seen me shoot much better than that. That mix of powder, Federal, by the way, gold metal match primers, and H110 on top of underneath this 205 grainer just ain't liked. It's not liked. Well, let's break out the old Ballistics gelatin. Oh, wait, these hammers. I tell you folks, they're made for hunting. They're not made to expand. I just wanted to see and thought it would be fun if these old hammers, pure copper, ooh, what a slug. If these old hammers, they're made for through and through. Made for through and through, 44 Magnum. If 36 inches of ballistics gelatin would stop it. I just wanted to see if 36 inches of ballistics gelatin would stop it. Let's see. Ooh, hit hard. I didn't see any dirt. Did the gelatin stop the hammer? Let's go look. Well, ain't this a bummer? I got nothing to show. Good gracious. Yeah, that thing, whew, 205 grains at 1,571 feet per second. That's a 20-inch block there. Got a clear shot. And then this old thing I had on the garage floor that needs to be remelted, it came right out. See that right there on the bottom? Came right out. And right here, kept trucking. I just couldn't see from the old barrels. So, does it put the hammer down? Is it good for hunting through and through? It's only good for hunting, in my view, especially knowing all safety rules. What is behind or beyond your shot that you intend to take? There it is. Hammer bullets made for hunting. And a little bit of history on the Ruger Redhawk 44 Magnum. There you have it, folks. Mr. Revolver Guy, I'm going home.